Now, let's take you back to that event. President Cyril Ramaphosa joining Dr. Soon-Shiong, the founder of the multinational conglomerate NantWorks, launching the NantSA vaccine manufacturing campus at Brackengate in Cape Town.
To ensure that we go from the bench to the bedside and into the community. And this approach is very important for us in South Africa. So we have worked closely with Patrick to validate and continue to work closely with him to validate his COVID-19 vaccines. And we remain completely committed to this endeavor. We're also excited to see this collaboration go beyond to other tricky, neglected infectious diseases and cancer. And we are committed to work with you and the universities to achieve this collaboration. So we are excited about this new development, and additionally the new development around developing a cadre of scientists and innovators that will be able to contribute to research and development in our country, especially vaccine manufacturing and drug development in the cancer arena. So this collaboration resonates with the well-known African proverb: if you want to go fast, you go alone. If you want to go far, you go together. So I want to welcome back Patrick, the son of the soil, and we look forward to working with you in the future, and it's going to be a great collaboration. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Gray. One interesting thing about Dr. Gray, she spent all her life in the health sector fighting apartheid. After defeating apartheid, she leads in the establishment of the new South Africa. I think she should be given that big hand. Ladies and gentlemen, we are moving on. Given the continent-wide impact of the project, we are launching here today. We're pleased to have visual message by key partners and friends in our continent. Two of them will be addressing us through a video. They are Dr. Tsidi Moeti, Regional Director for Africa of the World Health Organization, and Dr. John Nkengasong, Director of the Africa Centers for the Disease Control. May you have the video playing, please.
Your Excellency, Mr. Cyril Ramaphosa, President of South Africa, Dr. Soon-Shiong, Chairman and Chief Executive Officer of NantWorks, Chairman of the Soon-Shiong Family Foundation, honored guests, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations to the South African government and the Soon-Shiong Family Foundation on the launch of the NantSA vaccine manufacturing campus. Thanks to Dr. Soon-Shiong for leading the way in returning to the region to invest and support efforts to build and strengthen healthcare initiatives. To President Ramaphosa, thank you for putting the health of South Africans and the rest of the continent at the top of the political agenda. Your voice for Africa in the fight for equitable access to COVID-19 vaccines and other medical commodities has led and stimulated unprecedented action. I want to commend South Africa's efforts to set up the first mRNA platform for COVID-19 vaccines in collaboration with WHO, and for its transparency and commitment to sharing with WHO and the rest of the world information on the emergence of new variants. This demonstrates the unique expertise of South African scientists and institutions. All these activities pave the way for self-reliance to enable Africa to protect the health of its people through research and development. COVID-19 has served as a stark reminder of the devastating effects of infectious diseases, especially impacting the lives and livelihoods of African populations. It has further highlighted global inequities. Inequity in access to vaccines, other products, and countermeasures has been astounding. In Africa, this has largely been driven by the region's dependency on manufacturing and production from other continents. Greater self-sufficiency is essential. As WHO, we continue to promote self-sufficiency and other initiatives to achieve health equity, along with strengthening of local production and manufacturing in the region. The mRNA hub in Cape Town is a good example. Collectively, however, we need to do more. Despite major advances, our health outcomes are struggling. This new vaccine manufacturing campus will be an important space contributing to the ecosystem for manufacturing capacity. It will contribute positively to Africa's response to COVID-19, as well as cancer, HIV, childhood preventable diseases, neglected tropical diseases, and other conditions. The coalition could not have come at a better time. We foresee that it will offer new opportunities to expand manufacturing capacities and technology transfer in South Africa and the region. As this work advances, WHO is available to partner with you and provide support. Addressing inequity and strengthening local capacity to make Africa safer and healthier is a priority area for us. I wish you every success going forward. Thank you very much.
His Excellency President Cyril Ramaphosa, President of the Republic of South Africa, and champion for our COVID response on the continent. Dr. Patrick Soon-Shiong of the Soon-Shiong Foundation, ladies and gentlemen, friends and colleagues, greetings from the Africa Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. As we speak today, over 10 million Africans have been infected with the COVID-19 virus. And unfortunately, about 230,000 of our fellow Africans have died because of this terrible disease. We face a trajectory for this pandemic on the continent that is unpredictable and uncertain because we lack basic tools in the areas of diagnostics, vaccines, and therapeutics to fight a spirited fight against this pandemic, despite the extraordinary leadership that President Cyril Ramaphosa led us in 2020 to combat this disease. The disease has taught us that we are more vulnerable than we thought, that we are more connected than we thought, and that the inequalities and inequities that existed amongst us are more than what we could imagine. This pandemic caught the continent off guard in the areas of access to what we call health security commodities, i.e. diagnostics, vaccines, and therapeutics. Because of this, thanks to the leadership of President Ramaphosa as the champion for COVID in Africa, the continent has embraced a new public health order that speaks to the need for us to manufacture vaccines, therapeutics, and diagnostics, strengthen our workforce, strengthen our national public health institutions, including Africa's CDC, invest in health system strengthening, and embrace an action-oriented public-private partnership and other partnerships that will enable us to guarantee and safeguard the security of our continent. We have seen that a disease threat is not just a health threat, but it's a serious economic threat for our continent. This pandemic has disrupted our developmental goals of achieving our Agenda 2063. So Africa CDC is extremely pleased to have been invited to be part of this historic moment, which is the launch of this pharmaceutical infrastructure that will enable the continent to begin to fill the gap in meeting its needs for diagnostics, pharmaceuticals, as well as vaccines. You can count on Africa CDC as part of the Partnership for African Vaccine Manufacturing to fully align itself and commit to supporting this initiative in South Africa. I wish you all the best as you embrace this important journey to protect our citizens, and you can count on Africa CDC all along this journey. I thank you.
Thank you very much to Dr. Mweti and Dr. Kengasong for telling us that in our president, we've got a clear understanding of the fact that if Africa doesn't prosper, South Africa won't prosper. For the fact that he's compassionate and collaborative, and which led to the changes that we are witnessing now. Thank you to the board doctors for actually expressing that. Ladies and gentlemen, what is exciting, we are going very seamlessly. And I must acknowledge the DG in the presidency, Dr. Pindi Baleni. You're welcome, DG. I'm saying we are going seamlessly because when I gave directives, which we were not prepared for, we nearly got embarrassed. We said there's a video, and it has gone seamlessly. In biblical terms, they say, you only reap where you sowed. In this instance, we properly sowed and we were logistically okay. I want to thank the technicians on that. As I referred in my welcome to my colleagues who champion science and innovation in our country and who is responsible for matters on our planet and amongst the stars. He is a star in his own right, and it's therefore a pleasure for me to invite a special man who is going to address us, who leads science and innovation in South Africa, Dr. Blade Nzimande, who will, after addressing us, as he steps down, introduce the president to address us.